I don't know what's going on with the bitrate right now. We'll have to figure that out later. Hopefully you guys can hear me again. Yeah, bring my computer back. I have been doing some things with my network. I had to actually disable a lot of the access points. We're having the house painted right now. So I had to take down a lot of the access points. I'm actually hard cabled in right now, so that's great. Let's go to my UDM, not UDM Pro. Let's go to my cameras. Okay, I'm just gonna log in. I'm back, I can hear you. Perfect. Yeah, there's something's going on with the bitrate. Right now we're higher than we were last time, so that's good. I haven't turned this PC off in a long while. That could be it. I don't really know. Have all you guys upgraded to the new 1.15? I know the cloud key. What am I doing here? Most of these are going to be myself. So I think this is really cool, the smart detection. Is that me? I don't know if that's me. Oh, that's my neighbor. I think it's really interesting that they put this in here. The G4 cameras, I know somebody did ask me in a video, or in the video I did based on this, where the 4K camera wasn't showing up. And they stated that, what did they say? So if you turn the HDR on, it will actually drop to 0 and then push it over to HD. So if you have HDR on, I think that's what it's called. G4. Let me just see. So if we go recording and then we go to high frame rate, if you click that on, it won't record in 4K because it goes up to 60 frames per second. You're on the beta. Yeah, I'm not going to do that for now. I'm just going to keep on this stable release. Actually, I had a funny thing go on with my doorbell today. So where my doorbell is, you guys, if you saw the video, there was a hole at the front door. I'm not going to show the video, but there was a hole at the front door. So I patched the door up. When I was, I guess, sanding it today, my doorbell kept going off, like my chime kept going off. I don't know if somehow the conductors were touching, but it kept going off like every 30 seconds. It beats me. This is driving me nuts about the bitrate. I'm probably looking to you guys like I'm in 360p right now. Just very, very odd why it's going like this. We may have to do the stream another day, unless you guys are fine with looking at me in pixelated. Odd. Well, I could talk pretty quick. This so this new update, it's awesome. You guys should go out and get it. It's been stable for me. So there's nothing wrong with this right now. I think it's great. The only issue we had was trying to figure out why that was dropping off. And to add users, you have to go to settings, and then I'm not going to show it, but well, you go here and then you could do your user management that way. What's the benefit of using Viewport if I can view the cameras on Smart TV through Unifi Protect app or through the new Google Chromecast that's selling? I don't know. I'm not sure. So I didn't know you could actually do that. Is there a Smart TV Unifi Protect app on your Smart TV? If there is, there would be absolutely no advantage to the Viewport. Video looks okay on my side. All right. We'll keep going for a little bit. I mean, if it drops too much, then we'll have to end it. But yeah, I just actually set up a RTSP stream to VLC app through the Amazon Fire. It's an Amazon Fire TV. Off lip sync on most of your videos. So I think that's on some of my recent ones. The program that I use to do this recording, it had an update, and since that update, there was lip syncing issues. Yeah, voice and video right now will be in sync. We'll see. I'm gonna have to do a lot of testing when I get the new microphone. I know it drives people insane. It drives me insane personally. So we'll have to figure that out. If not, I'll just not put video in it. I don't know. Or I could use a different program. Right now I use XSplit, which is a paid program. I know a lot of Lawrence System, those guys use OBS. I just need to learn OBS, which is a free platform. I'm pretty sure I could learn it fairly easily. The next thing I was going to talk about, I'm getting HD Beacon. Unifi HD, Beacon HD, I think that's what it's called. So I ordered one of these up. The reason I ordered one of these up, I have a lot of people asking me to do their homes. And a lot of people don't want to run cables in their house or cut holes. So this is what we would, I haven't used one of them, so I'm not going to sell it since I haven't used it. But we're going to get one of these. I think it arrives tomorrow, and I'm going to test it out. And if they work well, I will install these in some houses. It's a fairly cheap 4x4 access point. I know it's not direct hard cable in, but 129 bucks, that's not bad. Viewport is good because you can leave on a small screen in the office kitchen. Yep, that's right. So that would be a good reason to have it. Has anybody used this access point yet? I know it's kind of like a booster type style thing. Have I had a problem in 1.5 unmanaged cameras? Just stuck on removing. No, I have not. Yeah, I haven't had that issue. I could try to replicate it maybe a little later on. Try to take some cameras out of manage and see what happens. Yeah. But yeah, I actually watched Chris's review on it this morning. I know he was putting this down by his doorbell, for his doorbell. But if you guys are in business, this is another thing that I'll talk about. If any of you own a small business right now, pushing towards the home market is huge. You can make a lot of money on the home market right now. Let me just take a look. I have some ads up. So I bought a Facebook ad. Or do I look at that? It's nothing crazy, the ad. Like I'm paying $100 a week. Hey Tyson, what's going on, brother? That's my brother, little brother Tyson. You're a nerd, Tyson. Let me see if I could show you this. Ad center. All ads. Where is it? My home. I think I need to look under my web page. Hold on a sec. I could bring this up on screen. I'm interested in the doorbell, but I wonder how I would use my door opener with a current doorbell intercom system. Maybe with the new access system. Maybe. I haven't really messed around with the access system too much. I did the one video on it, and that's all I've done so far. Let me see where this ad is. So this is the ad that I have. It's nothing special. Extend your home Wi-Fi. Now more than ever, you need reliable Wi-Fi. A lot of people are working remote. So if you own a small business and you're trying to grow, posting just a Facebook ad for, $200 for 2 weeks is a great way. We've already made quite a bit of money back on it. Probably a few $1,000s just off that ad. You want to post some pictures as well to show that you do a bit of work, right? What access point do you recommend in a garage? This garage will also function. Let me pop out chat. Hold on a sec, so I don't need to read. Okay. What access point do you recommend in a garage? This garage access or AP will also function as a side yard. Nano HD, in-wall HD, or flex. Flex HD seemed to have better temperature. That's a hard one. It depends where you're mounting it. If you're mounting it on your roof, the Nano HDs are really good. I have the Nano HD in this office right now. The Flex 8, they're all kind of the same. It's just different form factors. I would recommend them all, recommend any one of them. They're all 4x4. It just depends on the style that you like. If you like the Flex, let's go look at them. The Flex are like the little cylinders. Access points. So here's the Flex. I mean, this kind of looks bigger than it actually is. It's not much bigger. This is an iPhone 11. It's not much bigger than that. What's going on? It's Time Tech. How's it going? New Protect person detection is pretty cool. Would like to see a vehicle detecting as thumbnails in the app. I don't know if you're going to be able to... I don't know if it does vehicle detection yet. I'm coming over Saturday after work. We're going to be out. I'll talk to you later, Tyson, about that. Yeah, does it do the vehicle detection yet? I don't think so. We could look over some of the notes. Let's look over the release notes. Where's the change log? How the heck do they put the change log in this? You know what? Let me get out of here. I'll just look it up. Unifi 1.15 change log. Here we go. Oh, where'd my chat go? Probably be mounting it on the side wall. I was leaning towards the Flex HD because my garage might get a lot cooler. So that's where I have my Flex HD. It's in the garage. It's gonna get a lot colder in the winter. New York has, you know, pretty close temperatures to what Canada has. So there's improved zone detection, the smart detection, high frame rate. What else did they have? Improved image quality. Added. I don't see much about vehicles. No, I don't see much about the vehicles, but it's still cool that you could detect the people or persons. I like too that you could put the personalized message on the. I think somebody said that you could do it through the app. I never used the app for the doorbell. So right now I just have Hello World still sitting out there. I'll probably end up switching that to something else. I do like how you could say leave package at door. So I will, and I don't know if this duration, if that's based off of motion or not. I would assume that it is based off motion. So when it detects motion, that leave package at door comes off, because not a lot of people are going to look at that little LCD screen. Do you install lot devices, and which have you worked with? Do you IoT devices? Not really. I don't do a lot of smart home automation. I mean, the doorbells. I might get more into it. A lot of people are into the smart home automation. There's one guy, I forget his name. He's a big YouTube guy. He's a science teacher as well. He's really good with smart home. What is his name? Let's go find out who this guy is. He's awesome. He just released an LED video yesterday. What's his name? Oh, The Hookup. The Hookup, he does awesome smart home stuff. He's way out of my league. Let's see, The Hookup. If you haven't watched him, I definitely recommend it. The Hookup. Let's see. Yeah, it's this guy right here. He does a wicked job. All smart home applications that he does. Think it's coming in future. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it might. I haven't looked at any of the beta releases or what, the unstable releases yet to see what's up and coming. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the UNVR. The UNVR has been amazing. Even the G3 Flex, like that, the video quality of it looks great. Pull it up. Like, that's a $79 camera. I don't know how much better quality you'll get for 79 bucks. You can pretty much see everything. The mounting angle that I have it at currently isn't probably the best. I most likely make it a little better. Do I have a picture? I don't know if I have a picture of that. Hey, no worries. It's okay if you're late. I don't expect people to be here all the time. It's all good. I know other people have some lives, right? Or everybody has lives. Okay, let's look up Instagram. I don't know if I took a picture of how I had it mounted. Whoops, that's not it. Telecom networks. I don't think I did have it posted. Darn it. Let's see. No, I don't. See if I have any pictures of it. No. Yeah, I had the ring before the new Unifi G4, and you could tell that it's on, it's spread out. So the wire was on the actual brick, which I didn't like at all. For other reviews, people are saying the Unifi doorbell is hard to hear for people at the door if there's background noise. Is that still the case? I haven't found that I think the noise is fine. I mean, the audio quality is fine on the Unifi doorbell. Compared to the Ring, it's 10 times better. Are you getting the new G4 camera sent? I don't know. So I don't know what Unifi will send me. They sent me that one package before with the the Unifi Access, the new switch to UNVR, and the G4 Pro. I don't know if they're planning on sending any more things out to me. I will buy it. The problem is it's not available in the Canadian store yet. I want to put this on the other side of my soffit, so the G4 will be on the left side, and then the G4 Pro will be on the left side, and G4 Bullet will be on the right. Just got a G4 Pro and a G4 Bullet. Looking forward to upgrading my setup. Yeah, the G4 Pro is amazing, and now that you could do it in 60 frames per second, just makes it that much better. I don't have it set to that right now, but I will. Could you please do a future video on how to configure FQDN on a CloudKey Gen 2 in a dual NAT scenario? Let me take a screenshot of your question, and I'll see if I could do that in a video. There we go. Give me a sec. I'm just going to put it in my notepad. I'm always looking for new video suggestions. Can you try to move the doorbell into another VLAN? When I try to set static and move VLAN, it jumps to config and wants to reset. Mine is in a different VLAN. I'm not going to bring up... let's see. I just don't want to expose stuff if I don't have to. But I have mine in a completely different VLAN. So my admin, let's say my admin is in VLAN 10, 192.168.10 network, and then these cameras are 192.168.40 network. You need to make sure that the wireless, the Wi-Fi that you're connecting to is set to the VLAN that you want it in. Yeah, that's right. The front cam. So this camera right here is the G3 Flex. So I have 3 G3 Flexes, and then I have the G4 Pro, and then the front doorbell. That's one of the Flexes. Then this other one just looks along the one side of our house. I need to get another one on the other side, but I need to get a cable there somehow. And then in here is just our garage, which I need to clean up these boxes. These boxes have like fiber optic cables in them, and a couple of, I think my Raspberry Pi's in there somewhere I need to dig out. Got the G4 Bullet in Canada as well. I wish I got the Bullet, but I think it's sold out pretty much when it released. I'm pretty sure it's sold out on release, and I need to start subscribing to these emails because I miss everything. The one thing I've been trying to get my hands on is this smart plug. I've been wanting to test it out for such a long time, and you can't even find it on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's worth it or if it's any good or not, but it would be cool to try out. I love the G3 Flex cameras. I think they're great. You look at the price. So $105 in Canada. In the States, what are they? Oops. In the States, they're $79. You can't really get much better than that. My only thing is getting a correct angle with them is harder to do than the bullets because you only could turn them sideways and then you could turn this black piece up and down. And the audio is good on them. I mean, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. And they have, which is coming to Canada in a few weeks, I think. Oh, that's not even letting me move. There we go. They have the mounts. These mounts that will make it look 10 times better when you're mounting it to your house. And they're cheap. I mean, a 3-pack is $35 for these mounts. Now, I don't know how they're going to do in the Canadian winter, but I'll let you know in a few months. So they are pan and tilt. Yeah, that's right. I mean, they're not automatic pan tilt zoom, but you could, yeah, pan and tilt them with your hands. But yeah, they're really cool. I like them. I do have one more somewhere in the house. I just don't, when we were moving, I lost it. I'd like to get another one. So cameras for now, G4 Bullet, that's one that I want. They do have a couple, I've never tried the G3 domes, but I think I'm just going to stick with the G4 series now that they are released this new firmware update. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, I don't know. I still have a few projects that I need to work on. What was that switch I just bought? Microtik? The switch, I just bought that switch last week. I haven't hooked it up yet. It's just sitting right in my rack, not even powered. But I will get some videos out on that. Another one people have been asking for is Untangled. I've never used it. Untangled. I've seen Tom Lawrence do Untangled. Untangled Firewall. I've seen him do a few videos on it. It looks interesting. I know you have to pay for some sort of license for it, which is fine. I'd like to test it out and then maybe deploy it in my network for a little while to see how it goes and then release some videos on it. I have a Protectly. Let's bring that up. A Protectly box that they sent me. I did one video on it about OpenSense. OpenSense is all right. I still prefer pfSense, and I haven't used it too much. But this is the version they sent me, and I'm gonna actually I'll put Untangled on this. Finally, 10 gig. Yeah, 10 gig, but I don't have anything else to put to a 10 gig network. I don't have my computer doesn't have a 10 gig NIC. I could put that in, and my NAS is only a 1 gig connection. What switch do you recommend for a home system that will have 8 cameras and 5 access points? Okay. So 24 port PoE switch. Yeah, so let's look at that. UI.com. The Gen 2 switches look a lot nicer. Routing and switching. Is this a PoE? That must be. I think this is the one they sent me. Yeah, 16 PoE plus. So if you're running 8 cameras and 5 access points, you only need 13 PoE ports. Something like this would do. So $504. That's Canadian. Where's the old one? The one I just had. This is the 500 watt one. It's a little more money, but you could do the 250 watt one for $531. So that's a full 24 ports, whereas this one would only be 16. Power Edge. I think did I look this up last time? I think I looked this up in the last live stream we did. I just really liked Synology, and I wouldn't mind getting one of their Synology with the 10 gig card put in it. And my rack wouldn't be able to handle that. I think this is too long. I need to get a new rack anyway, but I could put that at the bottom if I got a 2-post rack. Oh, it's a first gen. If I upgrade my NAS, like right now, I don't have that much. I have a ton of free space still on it, even though I only have 4 terabytes. It would only be to get a 10 gig backbone on it. Synology 10 GB. Let's see. Oh, that's an adapter. Synology. I want to go right to the website. Probably release a few more Synology videos as well when the time comes. I like how they have all this. So a NAS selector, RAID calculator, NVR selector. Their surveillance station is really good as well, and it has a ton of features. It is more full of features than what the Unifi Protect. If you're looking for something a little different. And you could test it out. Like if you have a NAS right now, a Synology NAS, you have 2 free camera licenses. The Dell is way cheaper. Yeah, the only thing is the price. I wonder how much this is. Security. I don't really need it. That's the thing. But I want it. Okay, so that scalability, caching, AMD. Yeah, we'll see. I think I'll look into a bunch of other. People have recommended QNAP as well. I've never used QNAP. What's going on, Patrick? How's it going? Home-built NAS. I used PC parts and loaded up a media vault. That's a way to do it. You have a T330 redone. I haven't found a use for it. I have everything on my Synology yet. Yeah, can you not push? I thought you could push an RTSP stream to the Synology NAS. I thought you could through Synology or Unifi to Synology. What is your internet speed? I have 30 down and 100 up, and I'm happy. Oh, you're okay. You're Czech Republic. I have a gigabit down and then 40 up. Which right now something's going on with my internet because my upload speed isn't working correctly, which is bound to happen. I don't pay for I have business internet, but I don't pay for a dedicated business line. Like I don't have a service level agreement with my internet company. I get confused by wattage. The new Gen 2 PoE switch have enough to power. Yeah, they should. Yeah, absolutely. Let's take another look. Right now, this is the switch I have. I think it's the switch I have. Yeah, this is the switch I have. Let's see, what is the wattage on it? Does it say instructions, product specification, power supply? Oh, so it's 120. Okay, supported volt. Max power consumption, 25 watts. Well, I could tell you right now, I power 6 access points with it. 6 access points, and how many cameras do I have? 5? Yeah, and 5 cameras. It works perfectly fine. No issues at all. Why do you manage Unifi Protect on the UNVR? I don't actually keep it on my. I don't even have a Unifi Protect controller on my UDM Pro anymore because the UDM Pro is completely, or UNVR is a completely separate system. So that's where I have my controller on. That's right. Yeah, they don't usually go about 15 watts. 95 watts for that one? Okay. Oh, that's per port. You have the Pro Switch Gen 2. That's right. Yeah. This is a Pro Switch, is it not? Let me look at my model. Sometimes the model numbering gets a bit confusing. Not as bad as like graphic cards, but let's see. I just need to log into my controller. So I have, let's see, where's the model? Oh yeah, I do have the Pro. That's right. Let's take a look. What's the price difference? Oh, it's $699. Wow. $699 US. I didn't know it was that expensive. Wow. I mean, it's not bad. If you could afford it, go with it. Or you could get the Gen 1, which will do the same job. It's cheaper. It just doesn't have layer 3 functionality. What's going on, Brian? I found your channel when looking for a replacement for my UAP Pro. Would you go with the Nano HD, EAP, or TP Link? I would go with a Nano HD. The Nano HDs are awesome access points. Let me bring this over. I need to set up a scene where I could have the chat on my right side and then just like what I'm looking at on the left. I was going to do it this morning, but ran out of time. The Gen 2s have 10. Yeah, that's right. That's another reason. Yeah, so they only have 1 gig on the SFP ports. Yeah, the Nano HDs are great. 3D cover. Oh, 3. Yeah, I have what? I have six access points in my house. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, only 5. And then I have a Nano. Not a Nano. I have an APAC Lite. That's just for like testing. I recently bought a USW Lite PoE and I'm very satisfied. I think that's what this computer right now is running off of. It's right in front of me. It's on this computer desk. It's great and it's quiet. It doesn't get too hot. Although I am only running one computer off it and there's no PoE going through it. Can the UDM Pro take 4 terabyte SSD? I believe so. I think it could go up to 8 terabytes. UDM Pro hard drive. Actually, let's just look at the UDM Pro. I thought it could go up to 8 or 10 terabytes. Whoops. Network. Okay. I don't know if anybody knows offhand how much it could go. So it looks like I need a Gen 1 switch. Yeah, you could use a Gen 1 switch, or you could buy a higher model Gen 2 switch. You're just spending more money. Yeah, you could have 8 terabytes in it. Ooh, thank you for the $2. That's my first, I forget what those are called. But that's my first donation. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's 8 terabyte only. Yeah, but what's the SSD? I guess you could have an 8 terabyte SSD. I've been thinking about putting SSDs into my UNVR as well. But right now I have, let's see how much I could record for. So per day right now it's 146 gigs a day. I mean that's fine. That'll last me quite a while for what I need. See, this is where I'm stuck now. Do I want the G4 Pro to be capturing in 4K or do I want it to be at 60 frames per second? I don't really know what to do. The 60 frames just makes it look so much smoother. What time is it? 1:44. Only got about 10 more minutes and then I gotta head out. UDM Pro with UDM with Protect or Synology Surveillance. I like the app integration with the Protect that seemed to be lacking in Synology. Doorbell functions are not. Doorbell's not supported in Synology? I haven't tried. I haven't tried the doorbells in Synology. Synology is very... you just could do a lot with it. And they do have this new... I think it's a special license and you have to buy a certain NAS for their AI tracking stuff, which looks amazing. It's a little, I don't know, I would go with Protect. I love Unifi stuff, especially with the new UNVR where you could have multiple hard drives for redundancy. Any experience with link aggregation? Will I notice latency if I aggregate a few ports between a UDM Pro? So I'll let you know right now, Thomas, you can't do link aggregation on UDM Pros. I don't believe you can yet. Let me look at my controller. I'm pretty sure you can't do link aggregation. Let's see. Profile override. No, you can't. Which is a shame. I mean, hopefully they integrate that sometime in the future. I would like to see where they do your secondary WAN port. You could have that as a second LAN port as well. It depends on retention period. Yeah, that's right. You want to set to. Yep. Let's take a look. Recording. I mean, obviously your hard drive space, if you put it down to storage efficient, it's going to save storage. I don't really care. If this only saves for a week and rewrites, that's fine. If an event happens and I need to get footage, I'm doing it that day. I'm not going to wait a week. Buttons and no two-way talk. Yeah, that's true. I didn't find the two-way talk on there. What else? What else? Unifi is going for home and small business. Yeah, I could see that they're doing that. Their point-to-point stuff is still really good. Their access points are still great, though. I don't even know a competitor with their price who you would want to go with, even in mid-size to enterprise. A lot of people do Cisco, Meraki, that type stuff. You want to do the same? Yeah, I was going to do a link aggregation video a while ago on the UDM Pro when the UDM Pro first released, but then I noticed that there's no link aggregation. I think might have it. I haven't even looked at the notes for, I think there are patch notes, aren't there, out for the 6.1? I worked yesterday, I think it was yesterday, with somebody who had the 6.023 interface. I don't like it one bit. Oh, it's been released on 6.1. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so maybe we'll have to try it out. The link aggregation is nothing to set up. Let's see if I could show you guys without showing my WAN IP. Let's just see. Here, I'll just bring it over here. I'll just show you guys this. Yeah, link aggregation. I mean, there's nothing to it. You click, profile overrides, aggregate the links that you want to put in, and that's really it. There's nothing else to it. What's going on, Alonzo? Thanks for joining. What else did I miss? Also, it bugs me with Unifi. Oh, here. Unless the top switches joining ports, yeah, 1 gig, not 10 gig. Most home networks, though, you're not going to need a 10 gig uplink. You just won't have that much traffic passing through unless you're doing a lot of video editing. I mean, file transfers, huge file transfers. Home networks don't need that. Yeah, dual WAN changes would be nice. That's for sure. I was going to buy a second. Right now, I only have one internet provider coming into the house. I was going to go with the second internet, so fiber to the home, as a backup. I don't know if I want to spend the $150 extra a month to do that. The WAN failover works, and I haven't had any problems when I did have WAN failover. I had no issues with it. But some clients I worked with, they could not get it working for the life of them. And I couldn't help get it working for them either. Are all your cameras recording 24/7 to get... Yeah, that's right. I think that's what it's set at right now. I don't have any on motion. So right now they're just recording in 1080 at 146 gigabits per second, or gigabits a day. About the MikroTik 10 gig switch, I bought one to test if it's possible to sync it with my Bell Fiber at 2.5 and get a full gigabit. Currently using a G converter. You're losing 30%. I'll have to test that out. That's the only reason I would want to go with Bell. We'll see. The problem, I would want to get a static IP I'd want to do it. I guess I don't need to get a business internet through them. I could do residential maybe. It would be a bit cheaper. Would be nice if UDM Pro SFP would link to yeah, that's right. Yeah, it would be. You want a 10 gig between 5. Yeah, that's so if what I would do if I get a 10 gig NAS, I'll uplink it. I don't know how I'm going to do that actually. How will I do that? I do have another port on my Gen 2 switch that I could do. And then I would have to get a 10 gig NIC card in the back of my computer. Yeah, link aggregation should help with the load. You gotta remember though that these ports on the UDM, let's go to the UDM, are only 1 gigabit backplane, right? So you're not gonna get more than, you won't get that much out of it, even if you aggregate, because the whole backplane shared between these 8 ports are only 1 gig. I don't even know why they would aggregate, to be honest with you. When you click on those smart detection, does it show you a clip or the moment? It shows you a clip. We could go look at a clip. I'll show you a clip of me, just so I don't show other people. So yeah, it zooms in, which is cool. And then I guess I was grabbing water out of my car. Yeah, it's neat. I like it. Let's see. You won't be able to see my neighbor's face. So let's see. Like this is just people walking by further across the road. It's just interesting that it's able to monitor that stuff or track it. If you don't need a lot of speed on Bell fiber to home, you could get Virgin Mobile. I don't know if Virgin is up in my area. I'd have to see if they are. Virgin? I don't even know. I don't think we have Virgin in Canada. We don't have Virgin in Canada. I don't think. Virgin Internet. Oh, that's could turn out bad. Virgin Mobile. Oh, they do. Virgin Mobile. Okay. That's interesting. How long till the update? I have no idea. I haven't looked into the 6.1 yet. What about a port and an SFP port? I don't know if they'll let you aggregate those together. I'll have to look over the specs later. I'm like everybody for beta, you're not allowed to talk about it. Lawrence, yeah, he did a video on the 6.23. I think that was. Anything in the beta, I reached out to my contact at Unifi. We're not supposed to talk about. I don't know if the 6. I think that's in release, is it not? Any word if it will come to G4? I think it will only be supported on the G4 cameras, not the G3. It's the same product from Bell, just rebranded. Yeah, I figured that's how it was. It's like, Rogers has a few of them. I forget the other names of them. Yeah, the person detection is impressive. I'm really glad I saw that update. I forget who I saw tweet it. And then I saw an update in my controller and just updated it right away. Temperature. That looks a little off though. Does it not? 132 Fahrenheit? What is that in Celsius? That looks high to me. 55. That seems pretty high. I'm gonna have to go downstairs and take a look. Yes, is this? Do you get any condensation? Not on my G4 Pro yet. It hasn't been out that long though. It's only, I mean, in my garage that long, or on my front yard. There's nothing there. I'll really be able to get a good sense of how well these cameras could do in weather. We should be getting snow fairly soon. 6.1 is only for XG Pro. Okay. Does it work well at night? That's a good question. I don't even know if it has. I think we could look at the view all smart detections. Let's see if I could find any for night. That night? No, that's this morning. Holy, there's a lot of detections. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. How do you look at it? Yeah. Yeah, it tracks them. That's the G4 Pro. This was this morning. I was heading out for coffee. No hat on. Um, that's one of the only times you guys will see me without a hat. Yeah, I'm not going to show that one. What else do we have here? Current beta for UDM Pro is 6.0.29. I would like to check out beta releases, but right now, this is this is my production network until I switch over to my pfSense. Not sure what update all the goodies come with. Oh, 6.1. Yeah, he says to wait to 6.1. The issue is I need to test them out to be able to help customers. There's been a lot of people who have pushed to 6.0.23. I'll be working with somebody, I think in an hour, and they're pushed to 6.2 or 6023, and right now their IoT network can't reach the internet. There's no reason behind it. It's set up how you always set up your VLANs, your networks, DHCP, but it's just not working, so we have to troubleshoot some of that. I don't believe it's a firewall issue. Yeah, the G4 Pro at night is awesome. Yeah, it's pretty wicked. Let's see what this person was doing late at night. Doing some flips. Yeah, that's all. I really like that. What is that kid doing? That's hilarious. That's funny. Yeah, the price is steep. You're looking at what, $4.99? Where can I see this? US store. US store, you're looking at, or $4.49. I would assume this will come down in the future. I know they're hopefully going to be pushing a few more G4 cameras out. But yeah, I really want to get a hold of this and test it out. Chris's video is great on this. That's what I need. Something that he has. He has the pole, and I think it's in his garage. And then he just hooks up different cameras to it. That's the perfect testing unit. Do you have any updates on switching some of your business to Hostify? Right now, I forget his name. What's his name? Safwan? I think that's his name. He does the tech stuff for Riley at Hostify. Right now, I don't have any clients on it. I will be pushing clients to it. I switched the controller on Hostify to 6.0.23 to try it out, and I'm going to switch it back to 5.12 or whatever the new latest 5 version, the stable version was. Adam. Did he mention something about Reolink? Let's see. If he did, I didn't see it. I missed it. Are you happy with Reolink? So I'll answer some of that question for Adam as well. I had a Reolink. I still have the Reolink PTZ camera. That was the 3 times or 5 times optical zoom. It's a great camera. Let's look at that. Reolink PTZ. Reolink. Where was it? So I have this camera here as well. That's a decent camera. The audio quality is great on it. I have some of these. I was going to do a video on it, and then I just hooked up Unifi videos. Or Unifi cameras. Where the heck? I'm going to be doing a video. I forget where it is. Like they don't have it on here anymore. Maybe it's on their website. Reolink.com. Well, that's weird. Products. I think I have the Argus PT. Where did I put the box? Oh yeah, it's right there. So I have this Argus PT. Reolink sent it to me with this solar panel. I'm going to be doing a video on that this week whenever it gets nice out. I think Saturday's supposed to be nice, so I'll put that in my backyard. But they did have another PTZ camera that was pretty good. PoE cameras. Oh, it's this one right here. The RLC 420. This camera was decent, and the price point on it, $205 for a PTZ camera. You can't beat that. G4 bullet from Crosscut. The quality seemed very similar. That's right. Yeah, it did seem similar. Direct Sender did a lot though for it. Your Reolink setup is working well so far. No issues at all. Just a couple weeks ago. Okay. Yeah, I bought this really cheap Reolink system off of Amazon. I forget when I what I purchased. It was 6 or 4 cameras. Let me take a look. Amazon.ca. Look through my past purchases, and then I'll be able to tell you. It's under this account. Now, there it is right here. So this is what I bought. I was going to put it on the house, and then we did the Unifi stuff. So I'm going to put this onto my parents' house. I don't know if I'm going to videotape that or not. But for 4 cameras, 5 megapixel, you're looking at $600 Canadian, which isn't too bad. I did play around with this. I had a PoE switch set up, and then I plugged this in down to my switch in the basement. And I noticed some lag, and there was a lot of latency between it. I may not have had it set up correctly. But we'll see in the next week or two, because I have to get that set up. What else is there? No. Oh, one sec. Excuse me. Nice. I want to see someone that the solar panel. I need to find where I put the solar panel. I don't remember where I put it. It should be in my office somewhere. I just don't. It should be easy to set up too. Like you just mount it and then it works. I'll have to put that onto my camera Wi-Fi SSID. The issue is now I'll have my Unifi and Protect, and then I'll have to use Reolink to look at my backyard. They're great, but in Unifi, yeah. Yeah, no problem. I'm here to answer questions. It makes it easier to do live streams when people answer or ask questions. When I first started my first live stream or first few live streams, there was maybe one question, and you kind of just end up talking to yourself. I think that Unifi has such a nice interface for their equipment, while Reolink is set up fine. The software feels archaic compared to Protect. Yeah, and I felt that way too. It's kind of like the Hike Vision. It's the same sort of interface. You do have a lot more options with it though, but I think most home users are looking for plug and play with some sort of security. Any camera can be adapted for a solar panel, but a PoE camera. That is a PoE camera. Is Unifi Protect 1.15 coming to Cloud Key Gen 2? I don't know. I'm not too sure. People have asked me that. I don't have a Cloud Key Gen 2 anymore. I would hope they would bring it to it. You want to get rid of RFID anyway. Yep. You don't really want Wi-Fi cameras either. I mean, I don't really want a Wi-Fi camera. I'm going to do it and test it out. I might have it on there for a bit and then take it down. If you had to redo your cameras from scratch, would you go with all G4 Pros, or would you have kept... So the G4 Pro was sent to me by Unifi. I wanted to get G4 Pros for a while. My problem was the price. I couldn't fork out $2,400 to get all the cameras I wanted. In saying that, Unifi G3 Flexes, great cameras. What would I do? If I had unlimited resources, I would buy all G4 Pros. But you could get away with like a couple Flexes, maybe a G4 Pro for your main area, like I have on my driveway. And then just do some of the G4s, or even a G3. The G3s look good. I wish Unifi would go fully into the home market for smart home equipment. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I want to target more small business to mid-sized business. I don't mind doing home stuff, but a lot of my work, I won't go into houses and do that. I won't run a lot of cables in people's houses because it is a disaster. It's really hard running cables in a house that's finished. Do you know how to connect LAN 1 from the USB Pro to a switch? Yep. You just connect it. How do you know how to connect LAN 1 from USB Pro? You're probably having issues. Is it not connecting for you, Juan? If it's not connecting for you, make sure you hard code the speed. Put it to, if your switch is only 1 gig, make sure on the UDM Pro side it's hard coded to 1 gig, and on the switch side it's hard coded to 1 gig or 10 gig, whatever you have. Do you take remote EU jobs, like setting up some environments for home? Question for a friend. If yes, we do. Our pricing is $100 an hour Canadian. We charge upfront for the first hour. And yeah, we have clients in the UK already. Most of our clients are in the States. Thanks, Adam. Have a good one. Ground up. PS Unifi config ground up. Yeah, I would do. My house is running from ground up like all Unifi gear right now. We'll eventually go to pfSense probably for my routing, but I'll still have the UDM Pro running as a different network. $700 US, it's too high. What, for the G4 Pro? The G4 Pro in the US is $449. Yeah, the auto negotiate for some reason, Juan, doesn't work with that. It should work, but it doesn't right now. Oh, for cabling. Yeah. Yeah, I don't charge $700 for cabling. No way. But I mean, I'm not gonna do house jobs. A lot of house jobs for cabling. It's way too hard. I'd have to charge quite a bit of money to do it. Might want to try out this camera for that you have. Hold on. Might want to try this out for that camera that you have that isn't Unifi. The only cameras that I have right now that aren't Unifi, I think, is the Reolink. I do have a bunch of Hikvision cameras just sitting in my garage that I'm not using right now. I don't know if I'll ever use them. I have a Hikvision 25 optical zoom PTZ camera. Just sitting there doing nothing. What the heck does that mean? I haven't gotten into Unifi equipment yet. Does the UDM Pro require that you need a router? No. You don't need a router in bridge mode, or like your ISP doesn't need to be in bridge. But in that case, if it's not in bridge, you're going to get double NAT. So you'll be NATing from your UDM Pro, and then you'll be NATing from your ISP modem / router out to the internet. The new place is great. Yeah, it's almost done, getting finished. I still want to add some things. I don't know what to do with my Unifi access. I'm not too sure what else I could do with it right now. Search Unifi Cam Proxy. I actually looked at that the other day. Or I saw it on Google. I didn't do any reading on it, but I'll do some reading later on it. I wanted to get my Unifi cameras to play on my Google Hub. I think that's what it's called. Google Hub. And I cannot for the life of me figure out how to do it. And I don't think you can. I don't think it will give you any apps, or you could even do a stream to it. Unifi UID. Let me look at that. I don't know if that's early access. I haven't, no. But I'll take a look because I don't know what that is. What is this? Create a workspace. I have no idea what that is. I'll have to look that up. Unifi UID. What the heck is it? You need to enable Java. Oh. So it's a workspace. I'm just gonna Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look into that more. I'm not even sure what it is. I thought you might move the Unifi access to your garage. Yeah, maybe. It's gonna be another thing is running cables to the garage. We'll see. We'll see. I think it just depends on what like accessories I could have for it. So Unifi, UI.com. This, oh, I already went over 10 minutes. Yeah, I gotta get going in a minute. Let's look at, whoops, that's not what I want. Door access. See right here, they don't even have a like accessories that you could attach to it. I know it's a lot of 12-volt things like your door strikes, motion sensors and things of that nature. Mag locks. What else could you do? They used to call them T-Rex. T-Rex motion. I think that's what they called them. It's like a, yeah, so this is on the one side of the door you would have a swipe badge going in, and then on the other side of the door you have this T-Rex to, it's just a motion, so when it detects motion it would unlock the door. Do you know of a way to get Synology camera software to go to your TV? I don't. I haven't done it. I would think you could do an RTSP stream to your TV, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Unless they have an app. It depends on your smart TV too. But unless you guys have any other questions, I'm going to have to get out of here. We'll be back next Thursday at 1 p.m. EST. Thank you for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. You can add a camera. Okay. And I will see you guys next Thursday. And watch out for more videos. Well, the solar panel camera video will probably be next. And then more Unifi videos like usual. So take care, and I'll see you next week.